Hi everybody, it's Suzanne, Grandchamp, divorce attorney, author, and Jungian coach. In today's video, we're going to talk about whether you even need an attorney. The short answer to this question is no, especially if your case isn't complex. Meaning, if you don't have kids, if you and your spouse are both employed outside of the homestead and making similar incomes, and if you don't have a complex estate, like a business to be valued, or multiple properties, or maybe even non-marital interests that came from an inheritance or monies that were earned prior to marriage. If you don't have a complex estate, it makes it a lot easier for you to go ahead and represent yourself. The first thing that you have to know is that you're held to the same legal standard as an attorney. So you've got to do your research. You've got to know the applicable statutes, the applicable case law, and the applicable time frames. And you've got to be willing and have the time to do this research. And you have to come prepared to your interactions with the mediator, the court system. So just know that. And that can be a big burden, especially if you're working outside of the home and you're raising kids and whatnot. That's often why people delegate those responsibilities to an attorney. Number two, you can go ahead and utilize what are called unbundled legal services. And unbundled legal services are legal services that you use for a particular need. Maybe you're going ahead and you need to file a motion to change the child support. And you meet with an attorney to figure out, okay, now what do I need to do to get this done? What's the paperwork that I need to file? When do I need to file it? What's the hearing going to be like? And you use the attorney services to kind of get up to speed to do something in particular. You might need an attorney services to do a tutorial on how to file electronically. Or you might need an attorney to review a proposal or a proposed judgment decree. Those are all really good ways to take advantage of legal services, but at a much more cost-effective rate. And number three, you have to be aware of timelines. And you have to read court orders and really be careful about transferring the timelines that the court is issuing onto a calendar that you're keeping track of what's upcoming. One of the easiest ways not to have your motion or your arguments heard is simply because you didn't follow the time frames that were articulated by the courts and in the statutes or the general rules of practice for a district court, and they just kick them out because you didn't follow the time frames. You didn't follow the filing deadlines. You've got to be careful. And just to double back to number two, that's another great reason to meet with an attorney, even for an hour or two, and pay for some unbundled legal services to figure out what the timelines and time frames are so that you don't have your very important issues not considered because you didn't follow the timelines articulated by the court. All right, everybody, you don't have to hire an attorney to get through a divorce, but if you're going to represent yourself, you do have to be careful. You do have to become informed. You've got to do your homework. You've got to do your research, and it's going to pay off to meet with an attorney, at least for some amount of time, utilizing unbundled legal services to make sure that you understand the process, the filing deadlines, and to review a proposal or a proposed judgment decree. All right, just a reminder that I'm starting my Divorce Readiness Bootcamp. That starts on October 2nd, 2024. We're going to go through the entire divorce process to get you ready for that divorce. You're going to know all about the process of becoming divorced so that you can participate with a court system if you're going to be unrepresented, or you're going to be able to be in partnership with your attorney so that you can make decisions together rather than having your attorney be in a power relationship over you. We're taking a waiting list for that Divorce Readiness Bootcamp, and you can click on the link below, and we'd love to have you. I'm going to be doing webinars in August and September about the Divorce Readiness Bootcamp, completely free. Would love to have you participate in that. You can click on the link below also to sign up for that webinar. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.